Oh, look at how pretty. She's got these cute little frosted ears. So she's got the white hairs. Typically you'll see the black on the Chamozes. Look at that. It's so cute. Hello goat lovers, Crystal and Emily here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and today we have 4 junior does to get ready for the Copper Caprine show that is on August 17th. All right, so step 1 of getting the does ready is going to make sure that they have a bath. So I like them to be really awesome and clean. That way I make sure not to dole out my clippers when I'm shaving them with all the grime and dirt on them. So they absolutely love baths, especially with Blue Cactus soap. All right, so here we have gorgeous Rebel. She's actually taking it really well. Oh my goodness, look at the lather. That's all I gotta say. All right, so Rebel here is a daughter of Ray, and I absolutely love Ray, you guys know that. Has an amazing udder, and her daddy is Champ. So this girl looks like she's gonna have more stature than Ray, which is good. And hopefully she has Ray's udder. If she had the identical udder, I would not be upset. No, I wouldn't. Look at how good she's being.
She's really enjoying it.
She is. It's that Blue Cactus soap. You're gonna be amazingly gorgeous, girl. That's right. All right, so for the setup, we have these little hog panels, if you will, and all we do is put them in a circle. So Emily has one in a circle right by the hose. That way she can make sure this little stinker does not get out, even though she's rather enjoying herself. And over here we have the other 3 girls. Yes, how we doing? Oh, Moby. I love Moby. Marsha. And Sweet Wren. Gosh, you girls are so pretty. And so we have them in another round pen over here under this tree to provide Arizona shade. Ain't that right? Even though we're getting pretty stinking lucky with the cloud cover today. So that being said, we have been working around a lot of rain here, which is a good thing. I'm not going to complain about the rain. It does make choring times and things like that a little more difficult, or coming outside to shave your animals a little more difficult. But we still have time. We're good. We got about a week before the show. And we have these 4 juniors to shave, and we have not yet started the 8 seniors. I was going to do the seniors first, however, I just kind of wanted to feel like I accomplished something. So if I get the juniors done today, I will feel a little more accomplished than if I got 2 seniors. So that is the plan, and hopefully we can get the 4 juniors done before it starts raining on us. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is trim their little hoovies, which, lucky for me, naturally goats love to be restrained, especially when they're really young. It is kind of their favorite thing. Not true at all. So I'm gonna, they have had their hooves trimmed before, but again, juniors are just kind of a lot more ornery about all of these things and being forced to do things. And you know, if you grab a hoof, especially the back ones, they want you to let it go because it's theirs and not yours. You're gonna kind of have to put your legs down. If you put them down, you'll be fine. All right, you're gonna be that guy today, huh? Okay, when trimming hooves, you want to make sure you don't take too much. You can always keep taking little by little, but you can't put it back on. And the little baby goat hooves are the most precious. I love them. Just a little off that heel. And if you guys see, her hooves are not bad at all because we do stay on top of the feet. And they always have a good hoof trimming frequently. So as long as you keep up on it, even though I know it can get tedious, their feet will stay good and strong, and they won't get all whacked out on you, and it doesn't affect the rest of their body. Because if they don't have a good foundation and their feet hurt, then it's going to work its way up their body, and then they're going to try to overcompensate in areas, and it'll make their shoulders weak and so forth. So keep their hooves trimmed. Okay, see, this is what I mean. All right, hold on. You're gonna do all right. See, okay, especially the back feet. They're not fans, man. They're like, let me go. So she's already being restrained in the milk stand. Look at those cutie hooves. Oh, they're precious. Just adorable. I know. Just a tiny bit off the heels, because you want to make sure that that's a flat base too. And the heels do get overgrown, and I know that's an intimidating spot to actually clip down, but it's okay as long as you don't go deep. So again, back to the just take a little. You can always take more, you just can't put it back on. Girl, you got some good feet. Look at that. It's so cute. Okay. Well, Emily is working on getting Rebel shaved, which she's doing really well. She likes that stand better. I am going to show you with Marsha how to shave the body and legs. Here is Marsha. She is a daughter. Let me see. And you can tell it in the face big time, but she is a daughter of Mayo and a father. Her father is Vader. And she's absolutely stunning, like her sister Mia. And of course, the Vader mark. Too cute. All right, let's get shaving her. So for Marsha here, and as you can see, it's all about her, and that's why she's jibber jabbering around. We are going to shave her body and her legs, and the clippers that I really love and recommend are Andy's Super 2 Speed. I did start with the $30 ones at Walmart, and they work and they're great, and I used them when I had to. As soon as I was able to get a pair of these, literally life-changing. They're so smooth, you can use them for a lot longer before they get hot. And they give such an awesome even cut. So to that, I will also add for their bodies, what I'm going to do is the 4-blade. It gives it just enough length to where if you shave with a 10, which is what these clippers will come with, a 10 blade, and it's super short. And here in the desert, doesn't matter if you have all the shade in the world, goats love sunbathing and soaking in all of that vitamin D. So they get burnt. They get burnt really bad here. So been there, done that, never did it again. So anyway, I use the 4 because it's a long enough hair, but short enough that you can see the body perfectly. So I'm using the 4, and then I'm probably going to do a 7 blade, which is a little bit shorter for their legs and up to their knees. So let's get going. Oh my gosh. So, of course, like I said, the juniors have never been shaved. Oh, look at that. And they're not real long haired either. I'd say Rebel was the longest, but the vibration kind of freaks them out a little sometimes. So, we are going to go against the hair. And sometimes it grows in oddly, like here on the body, the hairs are going down, so you want to go against it. And then here on the back, it's going this way, so we'll be shaving this way. Look, oh my gosh, I get so excited unveiling the little ones. And even the seniors, because from a junior to a 1-year-old to 2, 3, 4, 5, there's so much more development. So to take off that blanket, if you will, and be able to see what they're actually made of, I love it. And you're not being too bad. Look at you. You're actually being wonderful. That's a good girl, Marsha. Oh, look at how pretty. She got that hay belly though. She eats very well. You're being so good, girl. So pretty. It's okay, girl. You're gonna look so pretty. See? See, it's okay. It is okay, Marsha. You're looking gorgeous. You are gonna lose it on those leggies, aren't you? Oh. Okay, check this beauty out. She is not so happy. You did good though. You did really good. And we'll see how she feels about these leggies. So, right, we got the whole body. Looking good. Here, let's drop you, girl. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Okay, so we got the body real good. And what I do is with, so I use the 4 on the body, remember? And I go to the knees with the 4 also. So this portion of the legs, from here up, I'm also using the 4. Now from the hocks down and from the knees down, I am going to use a 7. Okay. Ideally, you can do most of it with their hoof on the ground or on the stand, ground, whatever, and don't go past that knee. If you can leave their hoof down for the majority of it, that is a little easier if they allow it, because you don't have to manhandle that leg there. But obviously, we are going to have to pick it up from time to time. Yeah, don't go past the knee, because I'll show you how I blend it in a little bit. And of course, in between the toes and behind. I want all those little long hairs that are growing in between the hooves also. Oh, she's doing good. Yeah. Get her out in those pads. Then as much as you can on this side, you want to try to tackle. And if you push this to the side, they're little pads, you can get to those hairs better. So just kind of slowly work your way around. Now again, of course, I have somebody, she wasn't too happy about the body, but now she's behaving on the legs, and that's usually where they throw their fit, which I'm not complaining about. But nonetheless, nice. Okay, her hooves down, so I'm gonna get the back here. And like I said, we can get some from the other side too, where we get a better view. So because I'm right here, so her other leg, I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna try to get the inside of it, because that I have the best view of it on this side of the stand. And I have to say, the does, the senior does, are much easier. They got a lot more, a bigger leg, if you will. So you got a lot more room to work with your trimmers and stuff, but you just gotta make it work and be patient, huh, girl? Especially you. You need a little patience. See? That looks nice. Now, with this nail, I'll show you guys on this side. Make sure you guys can see that here. So you see how it doesn't blend smoothly right here from this 4 cut to the 7 cut. So I am gonna go up. If I was using the 10, I'd be going down to blend, because it makes that cut a little bit longer when you're going with the hair rather than against, like I'm doing. But again, this is a 7, not as short as the 10. And what I do is just kind of go up it from where it's the 7 shave, and then I'm going to kind of lift. So right when you get to that break to blend it, you're just going to kind of lift it up, and then it just kind of cuts those hairs a little bit longer, because you're not to the skin, but not so long. Let's see. See that? See, and so now it's not so choppy. You can't even tell that it was 2 different blades. So that just looks really good. And also being careful with the knees, guys, because the knees, if you're leaving these too hairy and this is too short, what you're going to do is give a perception that the knees are really knobby, which you don't want knobby knees in a goat. So just keeping that in mind. Okay, let's see how we do with the back ones, eh? Happy feet. Again, trying to let her keep her foot down. She might not let me. As soon as you lift it up, they want to just kick it out of your hand. Calm down. It's okay. Alright, so for the back, again, just to the hawk, I will blend the rest. So, like, pretty much this you're leaving for a little bit later, so we can blend this into the shorter leg. She's actually being so good, so I'm really appreciative, Marsha. You're doing great, girl. Don't forget about in between them toesies either. Might not seem like a big deal, but if you're gonna go through all of the work, just make sure it's done right. I have heard of judges actually calling people out for their goats looking too choppy, which I don't know that I agree with, because it isn't the easiest thing to do when you first start, you know, and you get better as you go. I've shaved, hundreds of times. So now we are gonna blend into the darker portion. So this choppy looking break there, I want to get rid of. So again, same kind of thing. We're gonna go up and lift the blade like so. So it's kind of in between length, if you will. And then it don't look choppy. Another tip here, so these long hairs right here where there's just skin in between these two bones, you can push that out because you can't really get to it with the clippers. So don't go to the skin by any means, but you could just lightly thin that out a little, and it looks more elegant, because you don't want a lot of extra fleshing right here either. It says that they're overweight, so being able to see the contour of their leg here is a good thing. So again, if those are really long, it makes it kind of look like it fills that area in. So you just push that skin out so you can actually access those hairs, and that's how you do that. So that is a much better blend. You can't even tell that's two different blades there. Love it. All right, girly, you are looking gorgeous. So the body, check it out. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, this top line. And she is in a stand, and no goat is as pretty as they are when they're in the stand. So, okay, so look at her legs. All right, look good, all good. And here we go. See, don't they just look slick? You can see what their body is, and that is the purpose of this, you guys, is because the judge needs to see their conformation. They need to see their bone structure, and they need to see their placement, how their bones are placed. For instance, these front legs here, and again, she's in the stand and she's leaning back, so her legs are not where they're supposed to be. They are a little forward, but legs are supposed to be, okay, I'm going to take that back. Her legs are exactly where they're supposed to be. She's standing weird, and that's why it looks a little off. But legs are supposed to be right here below the withers. Those legs should come right down, and they are perfect like that. Aren't you? I don't even really know why I said that. Just because I wanted to show, I guess, because you're so pretty. All right, so that is how you do the body and those gorgeous legs. Now to the next goat. All right, so for the tail, we are going to start with a 4 also. That was the length of the whole body here, so we want that to match. Let me just explain this here. So what we're going to do is take off all of this, and once we get down here, like this is the break of her tail. That's the end of her tail, rather. It doesn't break. So just know how much hair you have here and what you're working with on the length of the tail. So I'm going to grab that tip just a little ways up it, about yay far. That way I can focus on not shaving that, and everything else is a go. So again, you're going against the hair all the way around. You're such a good girl. All right, So again, I have control of that tail, and I'm trying to keep all of the hairs, I want them to be the same length all the way around, like that. Not some long up here and some short down here. So just carefully get those longer hairs you don't want. There we go. Good girl. She's being an angel. Okay, so now I am going to get this a little bit shorter. So now I'm going to take the 7 blade, which is a little bit shorter. So what I'm going to do here, and it's a little bit long, and you see I didn't focus on getting it too even because I'm going to go to the skin of the tail on the side. So I'm going to lift that tail up and go up the sides like so. And if you guys see, it just makes such a cleaner cut there. Just shortening up these sides, not this part, but just the sides there. It just looks so much better. All right, so now we know where the break of the tail is. And I left some hair on the tip of that tail, so this much has the long hair. We don't need all of this hair, so you just kind of gauge, and what looks like a good amount is really like right here. So I'm going to cut this off. And then it's the same thing with the hooves. You can always take a little more, but you can't put it back on. And I actually think I want a little shorter. So here we go, girl. Not much. Made a little more. Hold on. Trying to stay in the view for you guys. Ah, a little long one there. Looky, how cute. And that is what I would like their tail to look like, just like that. So Ren here is ready. Gosh, she's so pretty. I actually love her coloring. She's perfectly silver. Her mama is Wildy, and she is an Oregon daughter. So last up is our Moby girl. Huh? Of course, she hasn't had her face in here the whole time. Yes, so Moby is my precious special girl who is out of May and also an Oregon daughter. Look at her body. Holy moly, she's gorgeous. Smooth. You're too pretty. You're just gorgeous. All right, so Moby's all done. She's all shaved up. She's good to go except for her head and ears. So with the head, I'm going to keep with the 4 theme. We are going to keep it the same length as the body. And with the juniors, there really typically isn't a lot of hair to shave off, but it still makes a difference. So that's what we're going to do, and they don't like this especially. And you got to go against the hair, so like on the bridge of their nose, and be so careful because they just shake or move around and wiggle. But their hair kind of grows in all odd directions. So you just gotta kind of go with it. It doesn't look like you're doing much here, but it is trimming up those little hairs. I know. So under the chin, just don't get their eyes. And with the does, or the adult does, they have that beard, and I wait to shave that off last because you really have a handle, and it's amazing, so that you can shave them. But these juniors don't have one yet. All right, so let's get your head down. We'll get there. And Moby here is polled. So with a goat that's been disbudded, you won't see these little giraffe nubs, and you don't really have to work around those. But because she's polled, she does have those little nubs. So we got to kind of shave around them. Easy, girl. Let me see. I know. You're doing great. There. There we go. I know, let me see. Put your head down. No. Okay, let's get your other chinny here. You little cutie. Okay. Trying to get the top of your head right there. I have to say, I expected them to misbehave a lot more, and they are just being little angels, all things considered. That's because so much time is spent with you, huh? A little spoiled brat. Okay, so that is it for her head. So we got her head, all of the longer hairs are all gone now. So she looks perfect, even though you can't hardly tell because her hair's short. And now, if you see, she's got these cute little frosted ears. So she's got the white hairs. Typically, you'll see the black on the Chamoisés. But either way, all of these long hairs need to go. So we got to get on the inside of their ears. If you leave that left long, it just looks like an unfinished goatee. So we got the 10, and this is the short blade. And this part is real fun. You gotta be patient with this, guys. So you just kind of try to hold their head up. And we're just doing quick. Look at her eyeball. What is this? I keep saying they're ornery and they're just being so precious. I know. Let's see. Oh. Just get in the ear. Good job. All right, one more, girl. Let's see. Be careful. Okay, girl, one more little swipe here. Let me get it. Let me fold it for me. Okay. Look at that. That ear doesn't look like it belongs to you from the inside. It doesn't. Okay. Now, the other thing we're going to do, because they are going to a show, even though they're juniors and they haven't been... there's not a lot of years since we've tattooed them, obviously, so the tattoos are pretty fresh, so typically they're pretty easy if you've done it right. But I'm going to clean the inside of their ears with a rag, and then I'm going to check with the flashlight and make sure that their tattoos are legible, because otherwise, if she were to win grand and the judge couldn't read her tattoos, it wouldn't count, and that is just a kick to the face. Okay, let me clean your ears. So just wipe the inside of the ear. And in her right ear is going to be her tattoo, which is always 1BC. And this particular girl is special because in her left ear, I actually put her name. So she has Moby in her left ear. Let's hope we can see it because you're going to let me, right? All right, so it is pretty light out. So what you do is you take a flashlight, you put it behind that ear. M-O-B-I-E. I hope you guys can see that. Let's try. M-O-B-I-E. O-B-I-E.
Lady.
She's trying to eat the camera.
Trying to eat the camera.
So her tats are perfect, just like the other girls. All right, let's check your left. Oh, I know, someone was messing with your ear. Oh, they're so floppy. Are you just smacking yourself? Can I see? Okay. Yeah, they don't like this either. 1 BC. So that is how you shave junior does who are getting ready for the show. Or if you just like to see what they have under them and you don't go to shows, because I like that too. So either way, they all did really good, and I'm actually pretty surprised that they did so well. So we're gonna try to get a couple pictures of them, even though it is totally not the right time because they have already exhausted any patients that they totally didn't have anyway. Yeah, you're doing good. So anyway, we'll see if we can get some pictures. What are you doing? Are you frozen?
She's angry.
And we probably won't, but because I already have them out right now and they look gorgeous, I'm gonna do that. And even if they don't turn out great, we like to post things on Patreon daily, so they will enjoy seeing the pictures. And you guys, I hope, enjoyed the video. Other than that, we will see you all again very soon.